Is to the point. Welcome back to the Irfan Hashmi Show, the Motivation Project, another exciting episode, Wickets and Willpower, Stories of Cricket, Grit. And as you know, I'm your host. And today we are diving deep into a fascinating cricketing world again, and its evaluation in this new era where we're going to talk about special segment that the sporting narrative from cricket pitches to the digital screens. And I'd like to tell you that in our podcast, our guests, such as international sports personalities, leading professors from medical profession, high achievers, and business people, getting insight from these world leading content strategies or brilliant minds who successfully charted test these waters. So this shows not only serving the founders, the new founders, the striving founders to develop new strategies by our program. And also these leaders going to share their real life stories of grit, resilience from our esteemed guests and high achievers and community leaders. Whether you are an executive or a doctor or a sports person or a pharmacist or a content creator, aiming maximize potential and evaluate your content game, this podcast is your ultimate guideline. But I want to explain to you that why I'm doing this and why cricket. As I like to mention that cricket is not just a sport. Many people don't understand that. It's actually a part of emotions, memories, and experience for many, highlighting the idea that every fan of this sports has a story, and also everyone who's involved in cricket, they have their own story as well, as a fan, as a player, as a doctor. And this segment or a platform is actually to share those stories. And today we are about to embark on a journey that takes us from the heart of Adelaide across the expanse of international cricket field to very fabric of cricket management and development. Our esteemed guest from this episode is none than other Dr. Anis Ahmed. Not only is he the driving force behind the Australia-wide squad Bangladesh 2020 champion inaugural edition, but Adelaide, it's cricket-loving population here who choose the host. They hosted the whole tournament here under his guidance during the Cricket World Cup 2022 in November. Dr. Ahmed's commitment to cricket is not just recent. We know that, I know that, with a love of the game that begins over 4 decades ago. He has been a pivotal role member in shaping the narratives of cricket, both on and off the field. From his days of Bangladesh Cricket Board as a medical coordinator and a national team doctor, to his proactive role in anti-doping initiatives with WADA. Dr. Ahmed's contribution has been magnificent. And he's ensuring these days the mental well-being of cricketers at the international level, showcase his historic approach to the sports. In today's globalized world, an amalgamation of culture is pivotal, as we all know. In the contest, Dr. Ahmed, as a current ambassador of Bangladesh cricket in South Australia and the founder of Harmony Cricket, in bridging those divisions and bringing sub-continental teams closer to the spirit. And he stands as a candidate for director, as a SACA membership, board member for the management. And his vision is totally nothing, is globalization of cricket is clearer than ever. So without any delay, let's welcome the captivating Dr. Anis for uncovering his stories, his challenges, his inspirations, that how he can explain his vision and his journey with us. Welcome. Assalamu alaikum, Dr. Anis. How are you?
Walaikum salam. Thanks, Irfan Bhai, for giving me the opportunity to say something about cricket, the passion, real passion. It's you just a little while ago you were saying about the emotions, people's emotion behind cricket. Actually, it's my passion about like doing something for people, and it started. You mentioned a little while ago. It mentioned 40 years ago. It started. The late 1970s, when I was very young, and I used to play cricket in my areas. We used to call para mohallas. It's locality. I used to play cricket. I used to bat and very good off-break bowler in my childhood.
Yes.
I started, and then my seniors, it's always happened in the gully cricket. The seniors doesn't allow to juniors to play that much, maybe on number 10, 11, okay, or as a 12 man. Then I was thinking, oh no, it's better to start with something else. So what I started at the age of 11, I started to organize cricket, okay, to manage, as a management. So what happened at the age of 12, I become the first national level club manager, the youngest manager. The capital of Bangladesh is Dhaka.
Yes.
The Dhaka Premier League, I was the junior most manager at the age of 12. Wow. I started my career as a manager. Wow. You can't imagine 12.
Amazing.
It's really, at that time it was. But I was supported by my seniors and other people. And that started from then, and gradually both managing cricket and playing cricket is going on. So after some years, I've noticed that I have a back problem. So I stopped bowling my off-break bowling and start wicket keeping and opening batsman. One of our national team player, his name is Javed Omar Belim. We used to open together in our area cricket.
That's amazing.
But for some reason, I have to go for study, and he carried on his national cricket, and he became a national opener. He used to be open in our national team, and very much known as a like opening batsman who uses so much balls to play the opening partnership. Like he probably used 100 balls and made only 10 runs, but the stuck on the pitch was the main important thing for him. So he was Javed Omar Belim, okay, and me. We are very good friends still now, but he is not attached with our board at the cricket board. But every other good players from at that time now are mostly selectors of our Bangladesh Cricket Board or in management positions.
That's very good.
So it started from that time, and then what happened? I started my medical career and just busy with my study, but on the background, the organizing thing carrying on. So with cricket, I had another. I started to do a basketball club. So and involved in basketball.
All right.
Now one of my what I call like one of my basketball club is within number 3 in our Bangladesh National Premier League. So its name is Rangers, and it's going on. Right. And it started in 1990. And they honored me as still going on as I am the lifetime president. So it will never end up. So I'm lifetime president of that Rangers basketball club, which is still going on, and more than 1,000 members at the moment.
Okay.
At Dhaka in Bangladesh. So that's the basketball and the cricket going on. And then I was involved in cricket from the managing the national level. Started initially from 1999.
Okay.
And then gradually, I initially started with the development squad. So we were a group of medical professionals. We were involved in the development squad to, the under 12, under 14, under 16. So we have to go all through Bangladesh and finding out with the selectors, the actual age group players, and bring them to the city so that they can have a good coaching and good nurturing. So it went very well. And our national star Saqib Mushfiq was on the development squad team until 2006,
Right.
where it came through the development squad. And he was also, I'm saying about Mushfiq and Saqib, they were on the BKSP, Bangladesh Kriya Shikha Pratishthan, which is in Bengali, it called, it's like a sports school type of thing. But it started very well, and the cricket branch produces so many players, and it's still going on. So we were involved in the development squad from 1999 initially, but I joined the BCB formally from 2002, and I was there till 2007. So gradually I started with the development squad, then medical committee member, then medical coordinator, and trying to do some different things over there, like awareness of the player about medication, their diet, their nutrition, these sort of things, because at that time it was not focused on that much about the nutrition and diet. And I remember so many players in our national team used to take non-traditional medication for so many things, which were not right at that time. Because I remember when I started at 2002 formally, I was being told by the Anti-Doping Association at that time, we have to take care of those things for the players. So in 2005, I was appointed as the Bangladesh focal person for World Anti-Doping Association. And every now and then we had to do the doping test. And the test facility was not in Bangladesh. So we have to frequently send the test team, and not only our Bangladeshi player, but when there is a bilateral series or any tournament was going on, we have to do it randomly and send the test specimen to Malaysia, because Malaysia had that center for testing.
Right.
So, and we have to do it very, very confidential. You have to be very, even our board doesn't know whose test going on and who will be the random person to be tested.
Okay.
So, and I had to go through very strict security on that to keep on that confidentiality.
That's nice.
And the result come in, and we have to explore some of the result, which is positive, negative. That's a good thing also. Doing it, I had done it very well. Luckily, that was not too many positive results, which was good. But I learned a lot about that time. And I was really impressed by the support from the Bangladesh Cricket Board had given me to carry on those initial presentation with the players. And it ran through all over the country, because I had to do the presentation and then I try to deliver it to the district wise so that everyone can be aware of those things. Okay. Another thing I had done at that time, which is before 2007 World Cup, our coach was Dave Watmore.
Yes, I remember
So
this.
yeah, I was being asked by Dave to develop the mental skill of the Bangladeshi national team player. So as a medical coordinator, I jumped in, and one of my very good friend was at that time psychiatrist, and he was the assistant professor of our only one medical university in Dhaka. So I asked him, because I was involved in different specialty. So I was involved in pediatrics. So I asked his favor, and we sit down and we develop some plans,
Okay.
and that plans worked. I'm saying at the moment worked very well, because in 2000 World Cup we beat India and South Africa. It happened in South Africa, so that was a very good result at that time. And just after we beat India, there was I was bombarded by the journalists from India and in our country, like what I had done, what was the change, because all on a sudden Bangladesh was in, like, out of anything, and then all on a sudden they start beating the big giants.
And that was
So
2007, right?
2007.
West Indies, when West Indies hosted
Yeah.
the World Cup.
Yeah. So West Indies World Cup, Bangladesh beat South Africa and India.
Wow.
So, and yeah, that the thing happened, and then from that 2007, everything started changing to Bangladesh cricket.
That's right.
But I left Bangladesh 2007. But our recruits, I'm saying that our recruits, Mushfiq, Mahmudullah, Saqib was on that team. Mashrafi was my initial support,
Yes.
Mashrafi, but he is a very good captain, and he knows how to motivate people. And we used to sit together and try to motivate in the dressing room. We introduced the flag colors in the dressing room, the music, the national anthem in the dressing room, and the motivating music songs in the stadium in between the overs, these sort of things.
That's very good.
So that was our initiative at that time.
Well, that's wonderful to know about your work, your contribution, and especially the early childhood management skill that you mentioned. That's amazing. And would you like to tell us from your memory that what was the first international match that you remember as a child that you can recall? Yeah, that's the match that I watched on TV or live in the ground. Or
You made it hard to me. I couldn't remember that much about watching, but I used to remember. We had to follow the cricket through radio in our early childhood.
Okay, radio.
And doing the scoring in the paper. We have pen and paper sitting down, I'm saying about that England Australia matches. We used to sit down with the radio. I'm saying about 1977, when the Kerry Packers time, and
Really?
we had to, every ball count and do the score in our hand, scoring.
Okay.
And that was amazing. We used to sit a group of friends together, and then it's going on. I used to love. And another childhood memory, I'm not saying about what's going on with that first game, but my first bat, cricket bat.
Yes.
It was not easy to buy a cricket bat at that time. I'm saying about the 78, 79. My father was building a house at that time, in our area. And there was a carpenter. I asked the carpenter to make a bat for me.
Wow.
I have to wait 3 months for the bat, so that, the frame of the doors, when it will start, and building the house. Of the very first day, I was asking for a bat to the carpenter.
So he make the bat for you.
Yeah, he made the bat for me, but I have to wait 3 months for the bat. And but yeah, and with the ball, we have to wait for other people's used ball it teared up, and then we have to go and use the sewing machine, like, to fix it, and then use the ball. I was thinking of, like, recently I was thinking it's so amazing that, the transformation of availability of things nowadays. We have balls, bats, but not lots of people are playing with those bats and balls and using the fields. And even in Australia, lots of fields are, like, empty in summer. No one is playing. That give me that really sometimes hurt me. But in our time, I was just thinking about when early 80s, even in late 80s, we didn't have that much playing area to play on. But gradually, but nowadays, lots of people, even in India, Pakistan, everywhere, the passion for cricket is going on. That's a good thing. We love the young kids to love them playing cricket, see them playing cricket.
Yes. And Dr. Ellis, tell me about harmony cricket. Like, you have initiated this project. Why you have done that, and what are you doing in that?
All right, thank you. Look, while I'm in South Australia from 2007, I was noticing that, like, lots of people who usually comes from our subcontinent. I'm really proud of my subcontinent. Just think about before 1947, it will be a subcontinent country, like, playing cricket. Just think about that thing. So it's India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, Nepal, Sri Lanka, and Afghanistan. That's 6 teams. We are, like, under one umbrella. But those people, well, after coming here in Australia, they play with each other. But I try to, like, feel when they play with each other, there should be a big harmony about, like, because we came from the same root, same area, our background is there already. Our ancestors were there, like, but we came from the same root. We all have the same passion for cricket. So we have to make the harmony here. Whenever we play cricket with each other, it might be India, Pakistan, it might be Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, or Bangladesh, Afghanistan, or Afghanistan, Nepal. We should make the harmony for the sake of cricket. That was my thinking when I tried to, even, like, it started last year before the 2022 World Cup. But my initial plan started in 2015 when I didn't see much harmony among our teams, like while India was playing with Bangladesh in Melbourne. So there was lots of, like, unrest in the stadium. So which is not a good thing to do. Like, we should we should play the cricket in the field with harmony. We should watch the cricket through the gallery, from the gallery with harmony. My motive was that.
That's very
and
good.
It will go on. I will try to do it till my last blood drop.
That's very nice to know that the background, what is harmony mean, and what is harmony cricket project is actually going to influence. And anything which you have planned, especially, I know that this Saga elections are just finishing in this week. What are your, if you win, for example, then what is your first thing that you will do as a member, as a board member?
As a board member, if I win, because I'm trying it for last 6 times. This is my this is my 6 times trying it. If I would win, I probably would be the first. I'm saying that from the multicultural representative. I'm not sure about which I heard that not only in Saka, might be in total Australia, as a director representative. It will be, I'm the only person as a multicultural representative.
Yes.
So my first thing, I try to, like, there is a multicultural committee already sitting on Saka, which I knew that it's not working that much, because when you go to the field in one summer, in the Sunday, you will find out how many multicultural people playing, young kids are playing, adult kids are playing, adults are playing in that field. But no one has that, backup fully from Saka. So I will try to create something special for multicultural people. I'm not saying I will go beyond harmony, beyond that 6 country. You should be aware of, like, now China is also playing cricket. My very good, I'm saying a senior brother, Najeeb-ul-Husnain Bulbul, our first national team captain, he is the ACC manager, the ICC manager for Asian cricket. So he represents the Asia, and he usually go to Pakistan and other countries to coaching the coaches. And I heard from him, he was here last T20 cricket for Bangladesh time. He was the advisor of that tournament. He told me like how many people in China is playing cricket now.
Oh,
and it's you should be amazed to listen that, and it's the numbers is increasing day by day, and very soon they will be a superpower in cricket. And I was really amazed. And also Thailand is playing cricket, and some of the Oceanian countries playing very good cricket nowadays. So the number will increase, and not only our 6 teams in the subcontinent, but the other teams is coming out. So there will be lots of people from the multicultural background will play cricket and still playing cricket. We don't know, but we have to accommodate them. And we have not only the kids, and also there's a big gap between the kids are playing cricket, but they are not reaching the adult stage. There's a gap between after 14, 15, they just dropped out for some reason. Okay. So I need to focus that thing also. I definitely will focus that thing if I get elected as a director.
Okay. And can you please explain, because our listener may not aware what is SACA and what is board of SACA. Can you please elaborate what did they do? What is actually stand for?
All right. The SACA is South Australian Cricket Association, and it has 25,000 members at the moment.
Right.
And 25,000 members represent like the 17 to 18, 1.8 million people of South Australia, they represent, and that 25,000 member is the representative of the 1.8 million people of South Australia. So that 25,000 members, they are, I'm not saying they are voting, but they are the member, they are the paid member for South Australian Cricket Association. So it's in every year, there is some member drop out, but they also take some members from the dropout membership. So they want to keep that number on an even to 25,000 at the moment, because of the to accommodate all the people, all the members, along with others in the Adelaide Oval. So there should be a ratio over there.
I know that. But I know that it's an honor to have a membership with the South Australian Cricket Association.
Yeah, that's definitely is a real an honor. It's very much like you get the privilege, you to be a SACA member, South Australian Cricket Association member. It's not like you want to be a member, you go there and you will be a member. It's not like that. You have to apply for the membership. But the good thing is, initially it was 6 to 7 years waiting period, but now is gradually loading is now 1 to 2 years waiting period at least.
That's right.
But it's less waiting period at the moment, because lots of people doesn't renew their membership, so there's a big gap, and there's a bit empty positions there, so it will be filled up by the waiting list.
And SACA membership also quite similar to membership from Melbourne Cricket Ground or Lord's.
Yeah. So it's very much similar, and there is some reciprocal thing going on at the moment. Like as a SACA member, you get privilege in the MCG, you get privilege in the Sydney Cricket Ground and this sort of, and also in Lords.
In Lords as well, yes.
Lords as well. If you go there, you will get the reciprocal membership. So you get privilege while you are going to watch some, maybe in Ashes or any other matches.
Right. And Dr. Ani, do you know how much waiting time in MCG membership and Lords membership?
I heard that someone saying that it's 8 to 10 years in MCG. That's a lot.
Right. I came to know it's more than that. And in Lords, I was there in London
Around 20 years?
It's 25 years. Yes.
Yeah. I heard that also, around 20 years in Lords. And in MCG, they say that it's 8 to 10 years minimum. But it's sometimes, I don't know, like someone told me it's 8 to 10 years, but it's better to be a SACA member, but 1 to 2 years at the moment. And yeah. And for the board of director election, the voting is going on at the moment.
Yes.
And out of 25,000 members, I'm not sure, like usually there is always a 10% vote cast going on from the last 6 years, because it's not mandatory to vote like our other voting in Australia. So it's not mandatory, you have to vote. You will not get fined if you don't vote. So people usually 10% cast their vote, and it's online. Sometimes people are not aware of it, like, they should have to vote.
They miss the emails, and sometimes they forget. Oh, yes. So it's continuous reminder that need to be done. So do you encourage new people to join or apply for SACA membership?
Yeah, like it's a privilege. If you love cricket, if you have a passion for cricket, I will encourage the people who lives in South Australia. Please take the membership. It's an honor. It's a privilege to be a member of SACA. And you will get, you can see the big bashes, you can see the test matches free. You have a specific area.
Explain what is the benefit. Please explain the benefit. What are the benefit of membership? Why I should get a membership?
The first thing is the honor. You can say I am a SACA member. Yes. That's the honor. You can say that's a privilege. I feel it's a privilege. If you love cricket, you have to own cricket like a South Australian Cricket Association. You are a member of SACA. That's one thing. When you enter the Adelaide Oval, you feel that that's my ground.
Oh yes,
your owner.
Yes,
you own that ground. One thing. The second thing is you can see the big bashes, all the big bash free. You can have a discounted ticket for your family members, and under 10 with your, like, your kids are free. And also you can watch any test matches or any one-day matches. I'm sorry to say that no ICC matches are free at the moment for SACA members, but we all get, as a SACA member, some pre-sale, like in ICC tournaments or any other, even in the concerts, like so many concerts going on in Adelaide Oval. The SACA member get the pre-sale and priority sale.
And in Sheffield Shield cricket and
and also the Sheffield Shield cricket, and you can watch the cricket.
You just show your card and you just enter.
You can enter, and also the Karen Bolton, you can go there and watch cricket. It's free.
That's amazing. Yes, I know that. And other than that, the cricket multiculturalism. Do you want to say something about multicultural cricket or multicultural ways? Like, there are a lot of multicultural communities living in SA. What cricket can do, how they can bring closer.
Look, cricket can bring us together. Like, it's again, it's come to the harmony. But beside harmony, the multicultural, this is the only way. It's a way to bring people together, the multicultural people together under one umbrella. That is cricket. At the moment, it is cricket. Yeah, you can call them. Okay, I can call our Indian friends. I can call my Sri Lankan friends. I can, in the name of cricket, I can call everyone in the name of cricket. Come, let's join. We will have a little cricket match, 10-10 or 20-20. We can bring together. Bring your families together. Bring your kids together.
Yes,
right. So let's have some fun. That's the multiculturalism bring through cricket. Cricket is a media at the moment.
That's right. Yes, I use cricket as a huge tool to connect
Yeah.
with people, not only with just multicultural, with every different background.
Everything.
Either the professionals, either the doctors, or the pharmacists, either they are no professional people, but they are living in South Australia, or if I'm sitting in the ground, I normally chat with a lot of people next to me, right or left, and that's how we become familiarized with the locals here. So that's a tool that I always encourage all the new immigrants, new pharmacists or new doctors that get 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 to know each other. Maybe if you are a professional, then they may be not easy to talk to you, but if you are in a sporting event, then they can talk to anyone, and that's make friendship very easily.
The cricket doesn't segregate, like, you're the number 1 batsman or number 11 batsman. You play cricket, that's it. Like, it's time, which profession are you in, doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Cricket. So
yes, we are known to each other through the cricket. I was not I know that you are a doctor, I'm a pharmacist, but I'm not come to closer only because of cricket. Cricket brings so many people.
Bring us together. That's the thing.
Anything else? Anything that you want to tell us about your role models? If you want to say that, when I was young, that person was my role model, either in any profession, regardless of cricket or your health-related field.
Look, if you ask about the role model thing, I have 2 role models in my life.
Okay.
And if you can believe that, one is Sachin Tendulkar.
Oh.
I had a chance to meet him in 2005. I forget the 2005. Yeah, 2005. The Indian team went to visit Bangladesh, and I had a chance to visit him. He had a fever, so I have to attend him to consult with him, like, whether he needs some extra specialist or to go to hospital or something like that. So that 5-minute chat ended up half an hour talk. At that time, we don't have mobile or anything because we have to left everything out, only our for the security purpose.
Right.
But I spent half an hour time with him, and you can't imagine. It's nothing about cricket. It's all about our childhood. We used to talk all about our childhood, what we used to do. Same as the Mahalla cricket, the gully cricket, like he was talking about how he used to play in front of his colony, like, where he used to live, and then with his friends. And I asked him one thing, what do you think about your friend Binod Kamli?
All right.
Yeah, so we didn't go too much about Binod Kamli because, he was talking about like we two have a different path after sometimes, and Binod Kamli was, on 2005 also in the limelight a little bit, not that much. But after that, I remember that thing, like, with Sachin Tendulkar. And also I met so many people in different times as a medical coordinator, because whenever an international team visit Bangladesh in between 2002 and 2007, even in Australia team, like I have to go there and introduce myself that, look, I'm the medical coordinator, and it need any medical help here, you have to go through me, because you're not in your country at the moment, you're in a different country. So like I have to arrange the helicopter ambulance, starting from everything. So keep ready, all the ambulances are ready. They have to they have to tell me, okay, in that ground, like 6 ambulances are ready and 1 helicopter is always standby, so that if you need it, like it's different zone, like we have Sylhet, Khulna, Bagura, like in different areas, we have different game. So if anything happen, like it's any team, any player can be injured. So we have to be ready. And that as a medical coordinator job was that, to ensure every facility kicked on.
That's amazing. That's great. Thank you very much for sharing your story with us, and good luck for your campaign of SACA director elections, and wish you best of luck with the. And I know that you have played a significant role in Adelaide for arranging that wonderful tournament, which brings all Bangladeshi community from Australia to Adelaide for that 1 week activity between those two matches. And that was a beautiful event, and it's still going to be remembered as one of the greatest contribution to the Bangladesh community living in Australia. And as you mentioned, that it will be planned again after some time, I think, either after 2 years, or you mentioned that.
Yeah, it will happen every 2 years.
Right. Okay.
And I think the Pakistan T20 will start from next year, maybe. I'm not
That's right.
what I heard from the ICC. There's a planning to do with squad Pakistan also. So squad Bangladesh, squad Pakistan. Let's see. I wish all the best to the squad Pakistan team.
And Dr. Anis, you carry the trophy of that World Cup trophy here in Adelaide. How was your feeling at that time?
Not at that time. I was saying about the later on. I got a phone call from our BCB president. Why didn't you run it away? Like, take the cup. From our Najeeb-ul-Husnain Papon, our BCB president, rang me later on to congratulate me and say that, okay, why don't you just run away with the trophy? I'm like, we need to win it, not run with it. So yeah, it was a wonderful feeling. It was such a great honor from ICC for me, giving me the opportunity to carry the World Cup. It's really an honor. Thanks to ICC, and Alhamdulillah, that's really a great honor for me. And yeah,
that's right. And do you have a clip of that you can share with us?
At the moment,
maybe later on.
I will definitely share it with you.
Share with our network as well. Maybe we'll include in this podcast as to showcase that you have done this and this, and now this is the fruit that, like, your hard work. You have done so much hard work, passion, and ICC rewarded you that moment in the Cricket World Cup that you carry the trophy for that match here in Adelaide Oval. That's amazing. And I'd like to say thank you for coming on board with us today on a very short notice. I know you had a very long day at work. And
no, thank you, Irfan, my brother. So giving me the opportunity to say something. I always love to say, like, it is reminiscing all those memories from the back. It's really, really, yeah. Thanks a lot, and thanks for giving me the opportunity to say something.
Thank you, and we'll meet very soon. All right.
Okay. Thank you. Alhamdulillah. Thank you, all the listeners and everyone. Thank you very much.